Hey, friend. Welcome to the Rise and Rebuild podcast. This is your space to breathe again. A space for women of color, single women, and single mothers to finally feel seen, deeply supported, and reminded that you don't have to do this journey alone. My name is Lydia, a certified life coach and founder of Break the Cycle Global and a proud cycle breaker. Around here, we don't just talk about life. We get real about it. The messy, the magical, and everything in between. From breaking unhealthy cycles to mastering your mindset, navigating relationships, parenting, career, money, faith, healing, and so much more. This is where we rebuild when life doesn't go as planned. I know what it's like to feel stuck because I've been there. And now, my heart beats for women like you, ready to rise up and embrace love, abundance, and confidence. So whether you're carrying painful wounds, facing another hard season, or simply ready for a fresh start, you are in the right place, my friend. Grab your coffee, warm your tea, and welcome home. Because this is where we break, heal, and rebuild together. All right, sis, welcome to the very first episode of the Rise and Rebuild podcast. I am so glad you're here. Let me share my heart with you and the heart behind this podcast. This podcast has been a long time coming. Honestly, I have made every excuse possible. I am the queen of excuses. I have talked myself out of this podcasting thing. I have told myself so many stories. I don't have enough time. I don't have the perfect setup. I don't have the right camera, the right light, mic, the right accent for podcasting. I felt like I'm not even the one who should be doing this or fully equipped to do this. But deep down, I know God is calling me and has called me for a very long time to step into this space. As you know, I'm a coach. I coach women, women of color, single women, single mothers to rebuild and rewrite their stories. And the truth is, for podcasting, I've been very afraid to show up. But here I am, showing up anyway, imperfect, and to not have it all figured out. I am here finally doing that thing that God has placed in my heart for this season. And I'm showing up afraid. I am showing up anyway. You know what? This actually reminds me of a story in the Bible. If you're a spiritual person or you're a person of faith or you read your Bible, you probably might remember the moment when Jesus was preaching to the multitudes on the mountain. And as the hours passed by, people started getting hungry. And it was evident that they needed food. Physical food, of course. The disciples walked up to Jesus and told Jesus, "Master, these people are hungry. What do we do?" Jesus asked one simple question. "What do you have?" Hilarious, right? I mean, we've come to you for solutions, but then you're asking us, what do we have? They had nothing. However, there was a young boy who had some lunch, and that was fish and some loaves of bread. Actually, 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. This was not enough to feed thousands. But Jesus took it, blessed it, and he multiplied it, and it became more than enough. Everyone in that crowd, 5,000 plus people, ate, and there were even leftovers. So why am I telling you this story? This story moves me every single time. I actually get goosebumps because it reminds me that God doesn't ask for what we don't have. He knows we have something. We might think it's too little or too insignificant, but he knows we have something. He simply asks, what do you have? And today, this podcast is me answering that question. This is me bringing my 2 fish and 5 loaves. I am bringing my voice, my story, my heart, my journey, and trusting God to multiply it and to feed the women who are hungry for hope, healing, breakthrough, rising, and rebuilding again. Maybe you're listening and you feel unequipped. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you don't even know how to start. You've gone through so much pain, so many obstacles. I want to encourage you. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to wait until it's perfect. You don't even need to see the next staircase. You don't even need a 5-year plan to begin. God, your creator, the master of heaven and earth, is asking you, what do you have? And your little, just like mine, is more than enough for him to multiply. That is what this podcast is about. Showing up with what we have. So I am challenging you. Come on this journey with me, with the little that you have. Let's break the cycles that keep us stuck. Let's heal that which still hurts. And let's start rebuilding our confidence, our identity, and our lives in alignment with God's design. Let's bring our 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, and whatever he does with that, that's up to him. Let him multiply it and use it the best way he knows how to. Okay? All right, my friend. That's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you're walking away with encouragement, clarity, and maybe even a nudge to take the next step. I want to thank you for being here with me. Thank you for letting me into your ears, your home, your heart, and your journey. And I hope you come back next week, because in episode 2, I'll be sharing my story, the pain I've walked through, the cycles I had to break, and the journey that brought me here today. So if this episode speaks and spoke to your heart, I want you to do me a small favor. Can you please share it with another woman who needs this reminder? While you do that, I also want you to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, remember, your past does not define you, your pain does not disqualify you, and your story is still being written. So stay grounded, stay faithful, and stay grateful. Until next time, my friend. Bye.